Welcome everyone, I'm Craven and this is Suikoden. Finally, it's time to start this game. Finally, time to start playing it. I've been thinking about this game a lot lately, especially since I did the poll, and I really have been so hyped in order to start this, and today is finally the day we're gonna start this game. So, let us not talk too much about it. We've already done that in the introduction, so let's start a new game. And of course, when it comes to naming, I plan, when we are going through the entire series, just to pick all the original names of the heroes, because I think that would be the right thing to do. And his name is Theo McDowell. So let's start it up. Is this okay? Oh yes it is. And of course the incredible iconic loading screens from the game. Those animations, it's amazing. And there it is. We're starting right here. That's who we are. Our good old Theo McDowell. And I almost forgot that this game is from a time that analog sticks were another thing. So we do need to use the D-pad in order to move around. Oh, it's been such a long time. It's gonna be a blast playing through this game again. But yes, let's start by talking to this, let us say, unfamiliar man at this point. We actually know, but let's play with it. What's the matter, Theo? Are you nervous? Don't worry, the audience will be finished quickly. Just be the way you always are. The Emperor's stern, but there's nothing to be afraid of. Master Theo, the Emperor will receive you. Please, come this way. Alright, the first thing we're gonna do once we have control back is make sure the text goes a little bit faster. Theo McDowell, General of the Imperial Army, and his son, Theo McDowell. Here for an audience with the Emperor. Welcome, Theo. How are things? Much as they were when we fought together in the War of Succession, Your Highness. Impressive words. Do you not agree, Windy? Indeed, they are the words of a great general. Theo, I'm sure you are aware of the troubling activity in the north. Would you be willing to travel there to protect the border? Our disputes with the United States of Jowstone are complicated, but with General McDowell in charge, we can rest assured. My beloved sword Prek has brought me luck on countless occasions. I would like you to have it. Take it with you. Thank you, Your Highness. I, Theo, swear not to disappoint you. You have my blessing. Good luck, Theo. So, you're Theo's boy, Theo. Quite an impressive title. A little continence. Listen, Theo. Would you be willing to give the Empire a helping hand while your father is protecting the northern border? Oh, I definitely need to speed up the text. This is way too slow. Okay. We are the hero of this story. Yes, it would be fun to say, I don't wanna, but I want to be remembered as the honorable son of General Theo. So of course we're gonna be very nice towards our nice Emperor. Yes, Your Highness. You already resemble your father. I shall look forward to seeing you grow into manhood. Thank you for your kind words, Your Highness. Commander Kress of the Imperial Guard will be Master Tier Superior. What an attractive young man you are. Good luck to you, Tier. We had better be going, Your Highness. I'm relying on you, Theo and Tier. I hope your efforts will surpass your father's. Let's go. Yes, we are finally moving. Okay, so how... Okay, let's go to... It's gonna be set up. Message speed, hell yeah. Oh, I don't even want to know what slow is, so let's do fast. I want to keep the transparent and the stereo, most definitely. This is, of course, our status menu for the game. It's very straightforward. It has a few quirks that you'll notice through the game that can be found irritating, but it's not game breaking, if you understand what I mean. Our item list is exactly what we have here, including your equipment, so you're gonna get full pretty quickly. Strength is, of course, our status screen. Well, thanks, staff, number 1. Runes, we don't have any. Formations, if we have a group later, we can determine who's gonna be front 3, back 3, that kind of stuff. Equipment, and this is gonna be the most, let's say, busy work in the game, because there is no optimal equipment button or anything like that. So if you have an equipment, you're wearing it, you want to pass on the second one, you need to move it from your item list to the other person's item list, equip it, and so on and so on and so on. So it will be fine, but it's a thing. In the later parts of Suikoden, it's done a lot better, and this is my opinion. So yeah, now that we have some faster text, we can of course start walking around. And I think we're gonna go towards our house. The audience is over. Be off. I mean, please be on your way. Phew! Get that one right. The audience with the Empire is over. Please depart. Why, Master Tier? Was Lady Windy at the audience too? I've heard that she bears a close resemblance to Lady Claudia. He still mourns her passing. Which is actually a very important message, a thing to remember, because this plays actually a great role in the background of who the Emperor is and why he does certain actions. Not great, but it is a part of his character, so... Personally, I think that's a really good thing to keep in mind. Okay, let's have a look. Ah, Theo, it looks like you've brought a fine son into this world. I envy you. You're embarrassing me, Kazim. No run button? I believe we do get an item later that will help us with that, right? But at this moment, this is our walking speed. And we'll get used to it. No problem whatsoever. This is Kras's room. You'll be reporting to him starting tomorrow. Go and introduce yourself. Nope, we're going the wrong way. Definitely not. We know we're going the wrong way. It's a choice. Hey kid, where did you come from? The Emperor's upstairs, and Commander Crazy's room is next doors. Yeah, Crazy's is a much better way to pronounce it than Craze. Look at these shiny boots. I've dreamt of joining the Imperial Guard since I was a little kid. Say, you're General Theo's son. How you've grown. So you're Theo's boy. What's your name? Tyr? I couldn't care less if you're the son of a great general. You'll get no special treatment here. Understand? Now go on home. Work begins tomorrow. Reporter first thing in the morning. Did you introduce yourself? I must admit, I'm quite surprised that you've been assigned to such a weakling, but... well, let's get going. At this point, I really think that my father wouldn't mind if I call him Crazy instead of Craze. Because he already thinks less of him. But it doesn't matter where we're assigned to, we'll do our best and do our father proud. Gremio must be worried sick. Nope, no further looking. You're gonna come home with me. We'll be able to explore all these areas later. Absolutely no problem. The great musics of this game. This is one of the things that really stuck with me through all the years. The actual the music of this game. Oh, welcome home, young master. How did it go? Was everything okay? Were you nervous in front of the Emperor? I was so worried, but I guess everything went fine. You shouldn't worry so much, Gremio. Oh, Master Theo, I didn't even notice you at all. Didn't notice me? Good grief, boy. The only one who seems to care about is Tyr. Oh, sorry, Master Theo. By the way, young master, Ted is here to congratulate you. Oh my god, the stew, the stew! Yes, and we're now free to roam around, but before we go into the house meeting with Ted, there's something I want to do. And as you can imagine, I've played this game in the past before. It's been a very long time, so there were probably parts that I've forgotten. But the main thing we want to do with this run is get all 108 characters. That's the most important thing, because we want the best ending, so we can import it to part 2, and so on and so on. Because every part we're going to do in the series is going to be the perfect 108. But before we go anywhere, I do want to explore the town, but there is something I want to do. Because there is one thing I remember. I think we can go outside. And I think we're allowed to go to Rockland. And if I'm correct, there we can play a game and get some more cash. I hope we will be able to survive if we are attacked. Perfect. So let's explore this area first. And on the way back we might go by Land Camp as well, just to check out how everything is there. Because if they give us free range to go anywhere and check everything out before we talk to Ted, we're gonna use that time. What? Oh, that's right, this is Rockland. It's called Rockland because, except for rocks, it's a barren land. And the reason why we're coming here is A, we're able to, and second of all, I want cash. Because we're gonna get some more party members soon, and I want to be able to give them all the equipment that we can get. Do we have to? Absolutely not, but since it's an option, I want to try and get it. I'm hungry, terribly. Yes, war times, so everybody's hungry. They say a new emperor came to power some years ago, but out here in this country, village, it makes no difference who's the emperor. Oh, no matter how hard we work, life gets worse and worse, all because of that bum Oops, that was close. Just forget what I said. And this text is going about something that's going to happen, of course, later. Little tidbits like this is what makes a game good. Giving you a feel of the situation, of things that are going to happen, that you understand how everyone in this village stance is. Woo! Oh yeah, that's the thing. Characters that looks different than other people, characters that have a portrait, are going to play a big part later in the game as an important character or as somebody we might be able to add to our 108. What do you want? I prefer not to be disturbed while I'm enjoying this stuff. Tea, honey, tea. Oh, tea, honey tea, green tea, fire tea. We've got it all. Well, you're a bit young for that stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking they're not talking about actual tea. What are you looking at? Something on my face? If you find me handsome, I'm inclined to agree with you. And here's the shop. You didn't need to carry a weapon last year, but nowadays it's getting so dangerous around here. One thing you should know is that wherever you go, if there's a shop, always talk to the shopkeeper, always check out their inventory. It's gonna be important later on. When we get to that point when it is important, I will explain why we did this. So, let's see what there's available. Headband, tunic, leather coat, glove, leggings. Yeah. A little bit more than we can afford right now, but it's not gonna be a problem anytime soon. Graveyards. Here lies an ordinary mother. Good night until we meet again. Here lies a nameless soldier. For me, war was like life itself. Here lies a farmer. As long as there was gentle sunlight, I was able to grow anything. Here lies a troubled man. Loneliness is a slow-acting but fatal poison. Here lies a poet. As evidence of my life, I leave behind a song that will be my epitaph. Last words of a woman who died on the street. Clive, forgive me for not dying at your hands. Remember this now. And we will talk about later why, once it becomes relevant. Ooh, can we get in here? Locked. Locked again. Yeah, I think it's the house of the one who's in charge here. I saw them. It's true. The bandits have returned to Mount Seifu in the east. And that's where they are hiding out. Big brother, are you an Imperial Army soldier? You're not, are you? I knew it because you didn't hit me. Yeah, the Imperial Army, not great people. And I think that's an understatement. Who are you? We have no food. They take it all away as fast as we prepare it. Could it be that you're the Imperial Army? What's going on in this world? Life used to be so much better. What's the matter with Emperor Barbarossa? Of course, we got the item shop here. When we're done, we're gonna talk to that very specific, different looking character that's walking the streets. Medicine, escape talisman, and anti-toxin. That dilute poison is actually healing your poison. if you are inflicted by it. And no one's back here. Alright, now let's see who this is. Marco. And as you can see, special picture, so you know this person is going to be very important. And at this point, it's already very important because we can get our money here. So yes. Hey there, fella. How about a contest? How much do you want to bet? And what this game is, this is how we can get at least a decent amount of money to start out with to buy the equipment for all our starting characters. Like I said, is it necessary? No, but I think this is a nice addition to add into this game because I know we can do this, and I don't know if everyone knows about it, so that's why I wanted to have it in here. So what it is basically you pick an amount and the ball will go under one of the buckets, or beakers, whatever you want to call it. It's going to move around and you got to pick the right one. And if we pick the right one, we gain cash. If we don't, we lose it. So I'm going to play it for once, so show you guys how it works. And then I'm going to cut, because I probably need to grind a little bit to get the money that we want. And when we get back, we continue on with the main story by buying the equipment here for Tier, going over to landing camp and then get back to Gregminster to check out the town and talk to Ted in order to progress the story. So yes, let's bet 100 bits. Close eye on this, it's in the middle. Third. Okay, if I have followed it closely, it should be in the first one. And as you can see, this the lower bit from 100 is, of course, relatively slow. So you can easily follow it. The disadvantage of it is that what you win is not as much. You basically win what you put in. If you put in more money, like 1,000 or 10,000, the beakers will become a lot harder to follow, a lot faster. At 10,000 actually you cannot see it. It's literally a guess that you're doing. And there is a trick to this. Basically the character has multiple sets that he uses to determine which is the end result you're gonna get. And if you remember like the first 5, then you reload, you save and you do the game again. If it's different than the one you started with, you can reload and do it again, and that way you can get more than enough cash for you to get started. In theory, you could get onto max money, but we're not gonna do that. That would be ridiculous, and it would take a lot of time, and I don't feel like it. So all we are gonna do, we're gonna get enough cash for us to buy basically our starting equipment for the characters, and then we're just gonna continue on, because later in the game we have a lot more characters to get equipment for. We can do games like this, because this is not the only mini game there is in the game, to get all the cash we need if we are coming short. Because during the game we're fighting monsters, we're picking up chests, of course we're gonna get a lot of money that way as well. But there's always a chance, if you wanna be like very diverse, use a lot of different characters, you're gonna need a lot of money. And that's why you have these mini games, so you can literally abuse them a little bit. So yeah. So I'm gonna cut it right here, and I will see you guys momentarily. Bye bye. Alright everyone, welcome back once again. We have grinded a little bit of cash. I think 10,000 would be adequate amount that will help us get all the equipment we need, but not so much that we break the entire game. Not that it's entirely possible to break it, because there are limitations to what you can get, because there's only a certain level of items and potentially only a certain level of upgrades we can get for a weapon. So, but I didn't want to go like 99999 on everything and not even have to be concerned about it. I just want to have a real life gaming experience of this game, and I think 10,000 will be more than enough in order to still have that feeling. But before we continue, And this might fail, but I still wanted you guys to see this. And we're gonna do 1000 bit bet and 110,000 bit bet, so you guys can see how fast these cups actually go and how easy or how hard it can be in order to follow this. And if I fail, you have seen it, and I can basically just reload the game, because I did save before getting back in here. That's why the game meter is on 0. So yes, let's go at it. Starts in the middle. The best thing you can do is don't focus on one cup, just focus on the entirety of the screen, and usually you'll be able to follow this still at 1000. So let's hope it's right. Yeah, there it is, there it is. And as you could see, it was already pretty going reasonably fast. So how is it gonna be with 10,000 bits? Well, it's gonna be like insane. It's basically gonna be like a guessing game. We're gonna use the same tactic. We're gonna look at the entire screen and see if we can follow, but I can almost guarantee it, that will not be possible. And if you can, if you are somebody who has that type of eye, I applaud you. And this is a lucky guess, of course, but you can see it was incredibly fast. Amazing, I followed it correctly. So we have no need to reload this part of the game. How much do you want to bet? Oh, absolutely nothing. We're going to the hell out of here. Okay, so we have a little bit extra cash than I expected, but I think we'll be fine. So now with all this cash, what we are going to do, of course, we are going to the equipment store, because this is a little bit further in the game. I'm going to assume we can get some better equipment here. I'm not going to get the entire party over here. I don't think it's possible, and we don't have the room to get equipment for everyone. So we're just going to max Tyr's gear out while we are here. So let's buy it. You got a headband, tunic, coat, gloves, and leggings. So, and I think when it's red, it's worse than what we have. So I'm guessing he was wearing a tunic, so let's buy a headband. See, he's wearing it. We'll carry it there, of course, because he's the only one here. Leather coat. The other one, I think, will not be necessary. Do we? Oh, we cannot wear a wooden shield. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Each character has their own set of equipment they can and cannot wear. Same thing with the runes later on. So yeah, that's it. What are we going to do? We're going to go and equip it. And to conserve the room we are going to sell the stuff we have. Because I'm 99% sure what we have right now is the same thing that the others will wear. So there is no need for us to carry it along with us. And we saw that the leggings were in the red compared to what we have right here with the gloves and the boots. So we don't need to change those up. So let's sell this. It's not much, but we mainly are doing this for room's sake. I'm not gonna buy any more medicine. I think 6 will be more than enough. Because if we are attacked along the way, I'm hoping we can survive. And like I said before, now that we are heading back, I do want to make a small trip down south and go to landing camp. Yeah, I was also going to trying to believe that the enemies aren't here. So I'm going to try to see if we can defeat it. We are alone. We are extremely low level at this point. So if I die, my apologies, but we are going to try. Yeah, and missing me is definitely going to be our... Oh, we're definitely not going to do this. We're definitely not going to do this. So, let's run from this, just to make sure. But you were surrounded. Oh my hell! I think we might die here. Yep. Do you give up or try again? Let's try again. Let's see if we can run away from it, or else we'll lose the money we've earned. Ding! And there we go again. Yeah, we're not going to be seeing this screen a hell lot. Let's see where he loads up to. To a last save or to this fight? Like I said, it's been a long time since I played it, so I have no idea. No, it's a last save. No! No! Lost the money! That's what you get for getting arrogance, Craven. Alright. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna cut this and I will see you guys in landing camp. Alright, and we're back. And of course, it was of course when you're already looking at this and you're watching me, you're saying, "Oh my god, Craven, why didn't you save before we left Rockland?" You're totally right. But as you might notice through all my Let's Plays, I do not edit out my mistakes. Because we are gamers, we make mistakes, we make bad choices, and all we can do is laugh about it and continue on. Funny thing is, on my way back here, no attacks, no whatsoever. Yeah, it could have happened all okay. So let's enter landing camp and see what we can find over here. If you're spending the night, I recommend the Kayaki Inn. It's just down the street. Welcome to the Rune Master shop. And as you can see, Rune Master shops, we cannot buy runes, we need to find them, but the thing we can do here is attach or remove runes from our person. Okay, so let's go to the next building. Is it true that General Theo went north? War is bad for business. It truly is, it truly is. Equipment store? I'm really wondering if we're gonna get some better here or not, because I don't know. I can't remember if landing camp was before or after we go to Rockland. Let's check it out. It's definitely better. It's definitely better, but look at those prices. Circlets, capes, brass armor. Yeah, sure, why not? So let's get some brass armor. We are going to keep our leather coat and our headband, because I think that will be better for someone else that's going to be joining us really soon. But while we are here and we have the cash, we might as well dress up for the occasion. Of course, as you saw with the pointed hat, it has an additional effect that it will pop balloons when we get ballooned. In this new equipment, when we are possibly going to be attacked on our way back, we might have some little extra defense here in order to defend ourselves properly. I received information on that the Liberation Army has a hideout in this town, but I wonder if that was a lie. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll find out eventually, but dang, look at all those foods on the tables. Looks yummy. Why aren't nobody eating it? And I've gotten plenty of stuff. Where shall I take it? East to Rockland? Or maybe west past Mount Tiger Wolf to Saradi? Well, wherever I go, I'll be making a bundle. Yeah, that's what businessmen do. Buy low, sell high, make profit. Welcome to the Kayaki Inn. Yes, enjoying breakfast. No, we're not gonna stay. And there's no yet a need to save. Ooh, a nice grandfather clock in the bedroom. To me, that's probably gonna be very annoying when you go to sleep there. The entire night you go like tick tack, tick tack. Yeah, you'll be crazy. You will not get a moment's sleep in there. time. I was out for just a bit and someone broke into my room. I lost my life savings. Okay, mental note. Don't sleep at his inn. Somebody will steal your money. Okay. So, let's get down. And I think after we're done with the village, I will save here before we head back. Just to be sure. Ooh, who's that? I got something to tell you. You know how monsters sometimes leave behind those urns? Well, sometimes you find valuable things in them. If you take these things to an appraiser... Okay, that guy is creepy, but he does have a picture, so he might be important later on. Occasionally you see a suspicious bunch of people go into the Keki Inn, and they never come out. When do you suppose they leave? Yeah, goodbye now. It's the first time I'm here. And this is the thing that I was wishing for to be here at Landing Camp. Blacksmith. A blacksmith can increase the level of your weapon, increasing its attack power tremendously. But the downside is, it costs a lot of money to do so. Do we want to sharpen it? Yes. Will we do it all the way? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. Rune fragments. When we find rune fragments along the way, while we are fighting monsters in chests maybe, we can add them to our weapon, increasing elemental or normal damage. I think. Don't quote me on that later on in the game. Let's sharpen, let's see how it is. 300 bits up. That we can definitely afford. As you can see, we go from 5 to 7. Might seem a little, but it becomes more and more and more the higher you go. And if you go again, you can see it's already 600 bits for an increase, and it goes higher and higher with every upgrade we get. So let's see how far we can take this, because every blacksmith has a maximum level of sharpening they can do. 1500, I think we can afford that. If it has any more, I think we won't. That's going to be the question. Will this blacksmith be able to do it? Yes, but we're not going to upgrade it. It's too much money. I want to have a little bit left to deck out our other characters. This is just extra. That's because we're here, we have the money, we might as well do it. Okay, let's see what the item shop here has. Maybe some extra items you haven't seen in the other shop. Hi, welcome to the hardware store. No, just medicine, antitoxin. No problem. I want to eat those soups. Why do people keep making food but never serving it? It's almost frustrating. Okay, one more house down here. Let's see who it is. You're not from hereabouts, are you? We have a daughter named Meg. If you ever run into her, please tell her to come home once in a while. Darn that tomboy Meg. Adventure calls indeed. Making her folk worry like this. Yeah, my feeling goes that Meg is gonna be like an important character later on. Alright, so that is the Landing Camp. We are going to head back to Greg-Mister, and when we start the next episode, we'll be there. So I hope to see you all again on the next episode. I'm already having a blast just thinking about all the things we're going to do, all the things we're going to see, all the different kinds of music we're going to hear. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to go back to Greg-Mister. There we're going to go around town, check what's there, check the towns, check the stores, check the inn, everything there is, and then we're going to go talk to Ted and progress the game, finally. But I think this side trip was definitely worth it. We saw how to get some extra cash, and we got some extra gear, and even increased the level of our weapons just a little bit already. So, as I said before, I hope to see you all on the next episode, but until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. Till next time, bye bye.